We're on. Oh, we're on, Bill.
Hey, we're on.
We're back.
Hi
All
there.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome
What are
to
we on?
another episode of Big
We're on the
Bill's
chairs.
Motorcycle World.
On the tables.
All right, we're back. I know you guys have been waiting for a new show. And,
We're back. We're also front.
Exactly. We're back. We're front. We're sideways, too. You guys been waiting for a new episode of Big Bill's Motorcycle World? Here it is.
Here it is. We got
Another
it.
new episode of Big Bill's Motorcycle World. You've been waiting
This
long
is chapter
enough.
12.
Chapter 12 on the Never-Ending Adventures.
No,
All right.
the Big Bill
Hey,
Motorcycle
talking about
World.
Never-Ending Adventures,
Yeah,
Bill.
this.
You just got back from Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you about the trip out. Oh, well, first of all, I wanted to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning. Left at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We went out with Ed and did a shoot, right?
Yep. Brand new opening for Big Bill's Motorcycle World will be coming up pretty soon, so keep your eyes
Hey,
on that.
yeah, right. That's going to be a good one, too. We're not on, are we?
Yeah, we're on.
You're kidding.
We're on. That's it, people. What you see is what you get right here
No,
tonight.
don't say that. I got to have a
We
clue.
are. So you went out there to Ohio
Ohio, yeah.
for a purpose.
Yeah,
Now, it was a business trip.
yep.
Business trip.
We bought the sign from DW Field Park. Well, at the park, we presented it to Jim Bensberg. And Jim says, well, how are we going to get out to Ohio, to the museum?
Can't bring it on the plane with them or nothing.
So I put it on the back of my motorcycle. And
Drove out there
Drove
with it
out
to the
there.
museum. So the DW Fields Park sign that said motorized cycles prohibited is now out in the American Motorcycle
American Motorcycle Association Museum.
Right, exactly. That's where it is. And Bill brought it there, and it's on loan from Big Bill's Motorcycle World.
And as I was coming off one of the ramps, you know how you have to come off the ramp to get gas and coffee and stuff. I was coming off the ramp, and who's in the corner of the ramp? You know. He had a blue uniform on and a badge. Where'd
Johnny
you get
Law.
that sign? I says, believe it or not, officer, I did not steal it. He says, I don't want to hear about it. See you later.
Johnny Law, always looking to
Yeah, right.
see what's going on out there. Well, tonight we have the tape footage of Victory in the Park on tonight's show.
Yeah, right.
So you people don't go anywhere. We're going to have Victory in the Park's going to be coming up for you tonight. Some excellent footage on that. Ed was up there. Carl Bystrom was up there. A lot of people were helping out. We did some great footage. A lot of people you're going to want to see on there. Billy Gannon from the MMA is going to be on. Jim Bensberg, AMA, a whole bunch of people. Great Caesar's Ghost is on again. They played up there.
The
We've
police did a wonderful job, too. West Bridgewater.
Exactly. Park Police did a good job for us, right?
Very good job.
Everybody was very nice about it.
Yeah.
Superintendent of the park, John Dorgan.
John Dorgan was there.
You're going to see a Big Bill finally got that interview with John Dorgan that we were waiting for 5 years.
Oh, yeah, right.
When we grabbed him, we saw him in plain sight. We grabbed him, pulled him over to the side, and we did an interview with him. So
Hey, Bill,
you'll
I
see
haven't,
it tonight on
I
tonight's
haven't
show.
seen that yet.
That was a
I haven't seen that in an interview yet. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, you'll see
Yeah.
it tonight on the show.
Yeah.
And also, we've got the Run to the Rock with Higgins.
Oh, yeah, Higgins. Yay for Higgins.
All of his friends, and
Oh,
Higgins is out there tonight.
Higgins, stay tuned. Don't go away. Higgins will be with us later on.
Yeah, right after the Victory in the Park tape,
Victory
we're
in
going to
the
bring
Park.
Higgins on, talk about the Run to the Rock. What is it?
Yeah.
Where did they start from? Where did they go to? What they did when they got there? And, well, he can tell you a little bit about what they did when they got there, I guess.
Well,
After that, what do we got? What
well,
else is coming up?
what do we got? We got some events coming up.
Oh.
We're going to tell you about
What's coming up for events?
what's coming up, yeah.
We got a whole bunch of
The
stuff.
Coffin Cheaters on Sunday, October 18th, they're having a benefit for Anthony Andu.
Right.
$10. 5 bands. Be a great time.
Route 79 in Berkeley.
On Route 79 in Berkeley, Mass. Right. The Vietnam Vets of October 3, noon to 8 o'clock. And that's always a fantastic
Right.
event. That's held down in
Taunton area.
Taunton area.
Right. Taunton. It's either
Right.
the VFW post or wherever down
And this
there.
coming weekend, the 10th annual fall roundup of the MMA.
By the time you see
That's
the show, it's probably all over by the time you see the show, right?
Yeah, right. And well, at least we give it a shot.
At least we gave it a shot. At least we talked about it. Bill, everybody had a great time up there at the MMA Fall Roundup. Billy Gannon, thanks a lot for all the people that were up there for Big Bill's Motorcycle World. We got it taped for you, and we're going to have it on another show coming up.
Yeah.
So by the time you've seen this show, people have already been up there, done videotape, and they had a great time.
Am I going to be able to tell you more about my trip?
Yes, you can. But also,
Yeah,
on tonight's show,
yeah.
we also have the Nevermores
Oh, right.
Earl Wyatt Memorial Rodeo.
Right. And the show will be over by the time they see this, but they're having a poker run.
Right, they're having a poker run on the 13th. September 13th, is it? Yeah, September 13th.
September 13th.
Well, dates on the show here really are a little bit messed up because we tape one night and the show is the next time it's around, and then they run it for like 6 months, and then they turn on a new show and we're back again. Oh, hey, we're up for active awards also.
Oh yeah, right.
Now,
we're not only up for it, but we're going to win it.
Well, I hope we are. We put in two entries in for the active awards, informational and instructional. Does that sound classy for us guys or what? Informational and instructional.
Hey, I'm all for that, man. We're going to do it.
And we also put in for the category of sports category.
For Doug Danger and
we've got Doug Danger's interview and his jump and the crash that we had.
I mean, if that's not sports orientated, I don't know what is.
Exactly.
He's got every record there is in motorcycle jumping.
Right.
Wow.
So if you think Big Bill's Motorcycle World should win an award for either sports or informational, the informational one was the Hanover Hazard, and that bridge down there over in Bridgewater that was all metal plates we were talking about.
The bridge that was so dangerous. And
what should they do if they think we should win an active award? You think they should give a call down to Continental?
Well,
I was told not to say this, but we're going to say it anyway. Call up Sue Underley. Call Continental and call up Sue Underley and say, hey, I think Big Bill's Motorcycle World should definitely get an award. They should definitely go for an award. If there's anything I could do to vote for them any way whatsoever, I'd love to see it on there. Well, somebody in there is telling me I shouldn't say that. I don't know who's in there. we don't know who's here tonight on the crew. They're going to beep that out, are they? No, they can't beep that out.
Well, I don't know if we're going to win an award tonight, but I know you do, and I'm sure you're thinking about it. It's a good thing to think about, and we're grateful to the people who put on the award things because it lets us know that they care about us.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't call up Continental. We're only fooling with you.
No way. We're only
Don't
joking.
call Continental. You can call them after we've won the award. After we win the award, then you can call them and tell them that we should have gotten it. Definitely.
But we got to have fun with this,
Sure.
We got to laugh. Got to have fun and do our thing. What is it? It's our thing.
What do you say? We've got a fast-moving show tonight. You want to get to the tape now?
Why not?
And then we can come back and talk about your trip.
What tape is this, though?
The first tape is going to be Victory in the Park.
Victory in the Park. Right. That's going to be fantastic.
You're thinking of Higgins down there on the Run to the Rock, going over in the ferry boat and all that stuff. Victory at Sea.
Victory in the Park.
We're going to go to the tape of Victory in the Park. We'll be back right afterwards, and we'll be coming back with Higgins, and we'll talk to you a little bit about the tape after we go to it. If the tape's ready, Victory in the Park. This is Big Bill.
And just plain Bill.
We're on the road.
And in the wind.
Down here today in the motorcycle
world. You got it.
We're getting ready for the victory ride through the park in DW Fields Park today. We're down here at Burger King on Route 24. We've got Jim Bensberg from the AMA with us.
Glad to be here.
And we've got Jim Slade.
Also glad to be here.
And we've got Weed.
How you doing?
From the MMA and Billy Gannon over there.
I'm happy to be here too.
Hey, Billy.
All right, so you'll see us guys on the road and in the wind heading towards DW Fields Park, and we'll see more of you in DW Fields Park today on the Victory Ride. All right, Big Bill's Motorcycle World happened to acquire a sign that was up in the park here that banned all motorized cycles from the park, as you well know, for over 5 years. It became a present to Big Bill's Motorcycle World from the park, and I was told I couldn't sell the sign or anything like that, so we're going to put the sign today where we think it should believe. Way out of Brockton, we're going to give it to the people that won this for us today. We're going to give it to Jim Bensberg from the AMA. We want to introduce you to him. And the attorney, Don Howard. He's the attorney that won for you guys right here. Jim Slade, right there, Jim Slade. He's the man that wrote the letter. We got other people, Wayne Crick, Bill Gannon, and whatever. Right? She's from the MMA, the good-looking girl up here. So today, Big Bill's Motorcycle World, and Just Plain Bill are handing this sign over to the people that should have it. And I'm putting it in the museum on permanent loan from Big Bill's Motorcycle World to the AMA. Let's hear it for us, guys. Victory in the park!
So as I said before, with the insolence of office and all the delays, and with all the humility that's within my ability, victorious is glorious. You are, Jim.
How sweet it is! Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the American Motorcyclist Association, I'd like to welcome you to D.W. Field Park. A very special guest here today, and I'd like to introduce him to you here in a moment. But before we do that, I'd like to just tell you how we came to be here. 5 years ago, the Brockton Park Commission had some problems with motorcyclists. They were speeding through the park.
Rice burning.
Some of them were noisy. They had a problem. They thought they'd address the problem. They said, you can't ride through the park anymore. All bikies are bad. So we said, look, that's not right. If we've got speeding problems, we'll take care of them. We'll get out the radar gun. We'll arrest these guys. We'll put speed bumps up, stop signs, whatever you want. Just don't tell us we can't ride in the park. I said, well, thank you very much, but we're going to continue the ban. So we said, fine. As a last resort, we've got to take you to court. We went once, we went twice, and the third time was the charm at the Supreme Judicial Court of Massachusetts. This time I'd like to introduce Don Harwood, our attorney, who won this for us. I'll have him say a few words in a moment, but I just want to tell you, John F. Kennedy once said that victory has many fathers, but defeat is a bastard child. And I'd like to tell you today, this victory has many fathers, and among them are the folks that are standing up here with you today, and you all should be congratulated for helping us support the cause. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Slade.
Thank you very much. I really don't know what to say, except I'm ecstatic that we're here, all here today, enjoying the park that we should have been enjoying for the last 5 years. I had a lot of help getting this all put together. I don't want everybody here to think that everybody's been against us. John Doggan, who's here today from the park, he's the park superintendent, went out of his way to help us set this all up, and I sure appreciate his help. The bridge.
All right, we're
Hey,
back.
that's quite a tape, huh, Bill?
All right. Boy, was it raining
yeah,
out that
was
day,
it
huh?
raining? Yeah, coming down.
I'm telling you, we
Yeah.
started out in
Yeah.
the rain, and after we rode all the way down the highway in the rain, we got there, it was still raining at Burger King.
Yeah.
All the way from Burger King, all the way down Route 104 and down through Bridgewater and all around. Didn't stop raining all day long. Well,
Right.
it did about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right. But it's important that people know the significance of this victory in the park. This is not just a victory for Brockton, and not just a victory for us who
In the
live
state
in
of
this area.
Massachusetts,
State of Massachusetts, it's national.
Definitely.
After this decision from the courts, the state of Kentucky decided not to go through with their court case. They had a law that says no bikes in any state park. They dropped that case.
Yep, they
so
did.
it's very significant. It has
In the sign,
ramifications all over the country.
the sign that you saw there
Yeah, where'd that go,
in
Bill?
the park, we were talking about it before we went to the tape. The sign that you seen in the park, they had it upside down there for a while because it was saying that we overturned their ruling that they had against us.
Right.
Bill took that sign, put it on his bike, just like
Well,
he had
first
it
it
that
was
day.
presented to us by the city of Brockton.
Right, the
We
city of
didn't
Brockton.
steal it. We didn't steal it. It was presented to the Big Bill Motorcycle World by the city of Brockton.
Exactly.
Big Bill and I presented it to
Jim
Jim
Bensberg
Bensberg, and
from
last-
Ohio, AMA.
they have a museum in Westerville, Ohio.
And Bill put it on his bike and drove it all the way out there and brought it to him.
Yeah, it's
In the rain again.
in the rain.
In the rain again.
I was well, not all the time. Not all the time. It was a nice weekend. What I did is I hopped on my bike at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, drove until about 10 o'clock at night. Then I got up at the following morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Before the roosters were up.
That's when it was coming down. The skies opened up, and it just pelted down for 4 hours. So I just droned on through the 4 hours, and I got out to Columbus, which is right next to Westerville. I got out there approximately 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I stayed with my daughter. My daughter lives five miles away from the museum, and then on Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, I wanted to leave at 4 o'clock, right? But it was raining, so I waited till it stopped raining. I left at 10 o'clock in the morning, hopped onto Route 70. Now, Route 70 in Columbus, Ohio, heads straight east until you come to the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Follow the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and then I cut up through 81. Now, Bill, you'd be interested in this because 81 is a scenic route, and it's beautiful. Well, I drove straight, with the exception of stopping for gas and a sandwich and a coffee, straight for 15 hours. And I don't recommend people do this, but I'm an exceptional young fellow.
What
so
did I tell you? I told you I couldn't hack that 15 hours straight riding.
15 hours straight.
I'm a wimp when it comes to that.
Straight riding. I loved every minute of it. It's absolutely super fantastic.
How many miles, Bill? I don't know.
1,700.
1,700
miles from.
That's just a weekend jaunt for Just Plain
Yeah,
Bill.
that was-
1,700
that was-
miles.
that-
Just skipping around for the weekend.
That was from 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon until 1 o'clock Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
So,
Early in the morning. When you get home.
yeah, 1 a.m. in the morning I get
I
into
heard the motorcycle go by my house when you were going home.
Yeah,
I heard the exhaust pipes rapping in the roof.
but you know, there's
Those Harleys do that.
The thing is, Bill, that 1,700 miles in well, just we'll cut it in half. Say you do 800 miles a day or 850 miles a day, right? With tractor trailers on the load, with automobiles on the load, and part of the time you're in Maine, and the other part of the time you're it's 90 degrees and your helmet's on and you're sweating bullets. You got to be alert. You got to be awake. You got to be aware of everything around you. You have to have that circle of safety all around you, and be all the time knowing who's in that circle with you. And you have to be safe, Bill, and it's very, very important. But I enjoyed it, Bill. I had a
1,700
fantastic
miles, and
weekend.
he's back,
1,700 miles.
and you made it back so you could do the Motorcycle World Show tonight with me.
Yeah, right.
Right? All
Yeah.
right. Now, after you've seen the park footage, we've talked about Bill going out there, bringing that sign that you saw all the way out to Ohio. A lot of those people came from far away there that were in the park there that day.
Oh, yeah,
Washington,
right.
D.C.,
Washington, yeah.
Ohio, all around, all over the place, all over the country. They had come out for that victory there that day. It really meant a lot,
The lawyer was there who tried the case.
right?
The head of the MMA,
Yeah.
the head of the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, the head of the MMA. There were just so many people who care about you.
Your
and they're
rights.
fighting for your rights.
You're right. Next, where are we going to do? What are we going to go next and fight for? Right?
Oh,
right
yeah,
in-
we're going,
right in
down in
Massachusetts, yeah.
Nantasket Beach. There's signs down there that says no motorcycle parking on the beach. No motor.
right along the boulevard down there, right up near where the Eagle Rock Cafe is down there, if you guys know where that is.
And we're going
Right
to
where
get
the
those
old
signs.
amusement park used to be.
And we're going to get those signs down. We're going to get them out of there. And we're going to have the City of Hull or the Town of Hull present those to the Big Bill Motorcycle Show. And we're going to have them say, oh, we're sorry that we put those up. We didn't mean to do
Exactly.
that.
So if you're down there, we're not telling you to park your bike there and break the law.
No.
But the thing of it is, if you do park your bike there and you do get a ticket for it, you can fight it. Go to the MMA, go to the AMA, give them a call and just tell them, hey, you just won the case in Brockton DW Fields Park. The case that was won legally made a motorcycle have all the same rights and all the same access as a regular motor vehicle, as a
This-
four-wheeled car.
this
So if a
decision-
four-wheeled car can go there, a motorcycle can go there.
Right. This decision says that a city or a town cannot discriminate against a motorcyclist.
Exactly.
And that is so very, very important.
Exactly. Now, we've got more tape to go to. We've got tonight. We've got, what's coming up next? Earl White Memorial Rodeo.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's always a good one. That's,
I always like that.
the
They always have a
Nevermores
real
put
good
that
time
on.
down there. Yep, Nevermore's do it every year. This year was at Remover Park again.
Yep.
Had a great time. It rained a little bit that day.
Yeah.
Let's hope that the rain's gone for the rest of the season, though. It rained a little bit that day, but it didn't put too much of a damper on it. Good time. Sully from the Nevermores cooked a heck of a lot of chicken up that day.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Chicken
He
barbecue.
does a
They
real
had good
job.
food, good music,
food,
good
yep.
time. That's all it was. So, you want to go to the tape? And my favorite segment
go
of
to the
that
tape,
tape is
Bill.
coming on some of the events that they had out
Gee,
there.
I'm glad I thought of that. Let's go to the tape.
Slow races, hot dog bites, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
So, after the tape, we'll be back with more stuff for you from Big Bill's Motorcycle World. So hold on, we're going to go
Yeah,
right
don't
to
go away. Don't you go away.
Don't turn the dial.
Don't
Put
touch
the
that
VCR,
dial.
take out your tape, throw it in your VCR, and get ready for the Earl White Memorial Rodeo with the Nevermores.
Okay, Ed, go to the tape.
It's ready.
Where do you hide the kill switch?
Don't have a kill switch.
Oh.
These guys.
On film. Gee, you don't really want to film this part, do you?
Six.
Over 1,000 for the slow race. Line them up. job, man. All right, 1,000 and under back it up race.
Hey, who won that race there, little lady?
See your brother.
This just right there on the road in the wind at the Nevermore Bill Wyatt Rodeo. And we're having fun here today. We got more bikes here than you can imagine. Having a fantastic, wonderful time.
Well, take off and don't hit anything this time.
Hey, we see you, Benny.
Just some wanted about 4 or 5 cruising down the road. Oh, Mikey, I don't know you. I'm sorry.
That day it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestions for these newcomers in this field?
Yeah, bite it as hard as you can.
Yep.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, all right,
Oh, all
we're on.
right. What do you think of that, huh?
Well, I'll tell you, it rained a little bit that day. Higgins was down there. We've got Higgins with us. We're
Yeah.
back with Higgins. Here he is. You guys have heard
Welcome,
about
Higgins.
Higgins. We've talked about him tonight on the
Yeah.
show. He's back.
Super guy.
Higgins, nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
He's a man, if you've been out there on the South Shore or anywhere around the state, you might have seen him out there riding around on his bike. And if you didn't see him riding around on his bike, he was probably cooking somewhere behind a pot or something going. If he was
Been
up
doing
in
that
Maine,
for a few years, yeah.
up
And
in
he
Maine
runs
at the
Toys
Mad
for
Hatter's Tea
Smiles.
Party. Yeah, he had Toys for Smiles for
does.
quite a while. You did that.
That's
Big
been quite
event.
successful. This year, the terms haven't been set yet, but we hope to have one in October sometime.
All right, we'll have to come on the show.
Yeah.
and
Looking
promote
forward
up.
to it, Higgins.
Well, it's nothing like a good run.
Always a good time and always a good benefit.
Yeah.
If
too.
it's anywhere
Real
near
good
what it was
benefit.
last year, I wouldn't miss it for.
Yeah.
It's always been
$1 million.
successful, and
Yeah,
the best
that's right.
successful part is to donate the money and the toys to the
Oh, they're
children.
great.
It's a
They're
worthy
great.
cause.
In the good food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have
and it's for
yeah,
a good
yeah.
cause, you know. I mean, it's another thing where bikies are helping out.
Like they always say, is you do something bad, they'll always remember. You do something good, they sometimes forget.
They
Yeah,
never,
yeah. But
never remember.
Those runs were excellent. I went on the run to the park, and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't the rain. I had my rain suit. Paid big dollars, but you get a rain suit, you stay dry. It
Yeah,
was
I
cool.
seen you up there that day. We were
Excellent
talking
time.
for a while, hanging around.
Wyatt Memorial Run was great. The clouds cleared up just enough for the games, and True Rumor was playing. That was a great time. I enjoyed myself a lot.
Yeah, True was up there. Kenny Brooks was up there on his harmonica, jamming a few tunes away and
Great.
stuff.
Kenny's great.
Yeah.
I've known Kenny for a while.
well, you know, I go to a lot of functions with you, Bill.
You were there at the rodeo too.
Yeah, but he's,
the park.
He's always there too. You know, whatever
We
the
always run
function
into
is,
Higgins. Always run into him.
Higgins,
I have
Yeah.
been many places.
one of the
As
regulars.
a matter of fact, in August we went to Run to the Rock. It's our annual run over to Martha's Vineyard. We started late off on a Friday afternoon. Hooked up with a few people on the way down. Took off over the Bourne Bridge and on to Woods Hole, just enough to catch the ferry because, like always, we had somebody tagging along and there was always somebody to catch up with.
Gee,
But,
too bad we don't have any tape of that.
We
Yeah,
we,
I know. Gee, no tape of that. I
we
think
do have a
do
tape of
get
that.
tape of that.
One of my
Might find
first
tape of
attempts at doing
That would
something
be
with a little bit of
interesting.
quality. We got off late Friday. We got the 7:30 ferry boat over. It's very reasonable. You can call down there for rates if you want rates on how to go over there and stuff. There's not a lot of places to stay. You
I
have
think
to have
bikes are around
reservations.
$15 or something.
It's
aren't
cheap.
they?
The
Around
round
there.
trip, maybe for one person on a bike, is in the $40 range.
Yeah.
And I got over there. We have a nice clip of the sunset. Saw the QE2, and we really had a good ride. And well, we got the tape
He got the tape of the Queen Elizabeth II jammed up. They're
up
trying
on
to
the
get her
shoals,
out of there.
and it was great weather.
Right. Now, as he said, if you guys were really listening, the Run to the Rock is a run to Martha's Vineyard. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I know that a few of the guys from the Lincoln Club went.
Yeah, we had
hang-arounds down there.
Fritz went with us, and a couple of other people. There's a lot of hog members down there. They have a bike show. They have a contest. They have the weenie bite. They have a lot of things.
Now, is there any special person that puts this on?
Yeah, a friend of mine, James. He's a contractor down there, and he saw one time that there was a need for some quality health care for some of the older people on the island, and decided to raise some money for it, and he's been very successful. I believe
so it's a benefit. So you're helping people
I believe
out by
last year
doing
they
this.
raised $10,000. This year I'm not sure what they raised.
See,
but,
so
it's quality.
you go down and you have a party, you enjoy yourself. I mean, you know, you just have a blast for the weekend, and at the same time you're doing some good for somebody else too. You know what I mean?
$10,000 to help people, you know.
For health care and stuff, exactly.
You say it so fast, you just don't realize that the good it does.
And everybody had a great time. The weather was great. All kinds of motorcycles in the bike show, quality music. Can't remember the name of the band, but they were very entertaining, and we had no problems.
Well,
The
you
cooking
probably
was excellent.
passed out by the time that they told the
No,
name of the band,
I
weren't you?
volunteered my help, and I have to get another battery for my camera because my camera time is cut down. So in between charging my batteries, I was in the kitchen helping to cook, and it was getting pretty warm.
You were
so,
cooking down there too. This guy's cooking
I
all
don't mind
over the
helping
place.
out. I'm always in there.
Uma has it around that Bill can party pretty hardy.
Yeah, I can usually party pretty hardy. I get in there and party with the best of them every once in a while, you know. I can lay back and be mellow too if I have to, you know what I mean?
I like a good time.
Oh, we've
I
had some
enjoy-
good
I
We've
parties.
had a lot
together.
more good times
Yeah.
than many of us.
Haven't we ever,
I only
Right.
hope that I can compete with some of the times you had.
Really, exactly.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I've been there for a few of them. You won't mention them right now.
No,
but
don't.
we've had some few good parties, and there's more good parties coming up too.
Oh, yeah.
there's
All
lots
kinds
of
of
good ones.
parties.
You want to go to the tape now, or you want to talk about some of the parties that are coming up?
Let's go to the tape and check out the tape.
All right, we're going to go to the tape, Martha's Vineyard, and it's the Run to the Rock with Higgins as your cameraman down there today. If you saw the last show that we just did, the drag racing up
New
in
England Drags, yeah, we had a little
up in
clip.
Epping there, the all Harley drags, that was Bill
Yeah,
and it was
and
Higgins.
Higgins.
That's where the footage
Right.
came from both of these guys. Now we're going down to the Run to the Rock of Martha's
And
Vineyard.
if you bikies haven't been to some of these events, come on, shame on you. Get on your scoot and get to these
Get out
parties.
there. If a little
You'll
bit of
enjoy
rain
'em.
didn't look at. It didn't lose me any of my weight sitting out in the
Right.
rain. I didn't shrink, that's for sure.
90% of the places, the Harley Rendezvous, Laconia, a lot of places, I'm cooking. If you see me, ask me if I'm cooking. I'll throw you in. We'll include you in a bunch of people, and we'll have a great time. We can eat cheap, and motorcycle
Exactly.
gasoline
That's
cheap.
what Higgins says to me
Get
whenever
there
he's going
cheap,
someplace. He
eat-
goes, Bill, if you're going, let me know. Throw in a few bucks with everybody else, and I'll do all the cooking. All you got to do is the eating. Just give them a few bucks for the food.
Quantity has power. Just like beating the
Exactly.
bill to overturn the park. You get together, you get quantity, you get people that want to do something in what you believe in, and you'll
Exactly.
overcome.
Plus, you like to cook.
I love to cook.
Yeah,
likes to cook and have a
it
good
comes
time.
out. His food is always delicious. It melts in your mouth. Down at that.
It's not the
Toys-
stuff like, you taste it and you go, that's
down
all
at that
right.
Toys-
You taste
Toys
this
for
stuff and you go,
Smiles.
hey, you got any more
Toys
left
for
in the
Smiles.
pot?
Toys for Smiles, we have plenty to eat. We
We
always
had
do.
all kinds of food, and it's delicious. It is delicious. And you mentioned the park and the fight we had in the park, and just to get back to that for a 2nd, right? We're fighting a battle against the helmet laws, and we're fighting legislative battles in the motorcycle world. And this here one case proves that you can fight City Hall and win.
You can.
It just takes persistence. You can't give up halfway through the fight. You got to follow it through.
You got to keep on going, and you have to have people that are willing to help you, too.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Can't do it by yourself.
Can't do it alone.
Because they say you can't fight City Hall. You can, but you can't do it alone. That's the major thing for you to remember.
So
And
when we
there
ask
is
for your
groups
help-
out there, MMA, AMA.
Right.
There's plenty of people willing to support you
Exactly.
and your fights and go on all the rides. I know that out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been on these rides, and if you see Higgins around, or Bill, or me, or any of us guys, stop us.
Ask us what's happening. Ask us when
Hey,
something's
what's
going
coming
on.
up? We'll
Say-
tell you what's
say
coming up.
What's
We
coming
usually
up?
know.
And, there's all kinds of stuff going on. It doesn't stop at the end of the summer. It doesn't stop in September.
Oh,
It keeps
no.
on going on.
No.
There's
stuff-
swap meets. There's all kinds of things. There's plenty of things to go to.
They up at the Halle Rendezvous. They have another big swap
They
meet
have
during the
rallies.
wintertime and stuff and everything else
Yeah.
up there. And
Tattoo conventions. There's anything going on in the wintertime. Keep yourself
Not
busy.
only that, I'm not.
enjoy
And
it.
Bill is too. Bill and I are year-round riders. We register our bike on the
My
first
bike's
of the
always
year,
been registered
and there's so
year-round.
many beautiful days in
I
December.
can remember not
and
too
Jan-
long ago,
I still got
Christmas
tapes of
Day.
Daytona that
Christmas
you
Day.
We were out there with our T-shirts on
Yep.
on Christmas Day riding the bikes.
Bill
They have an
and I
annual
will-
run down the Riv, New Year's Day run down the Riv.
Yeah.
See?
We used to do one down to the village in Brockton with just the guys that I hung with, a small little group, about 4 or 5 of us. We'd all call up and say, "You got your plate? You got your plate? Yeah, we got our plates. Let's go down the village."
Gotta
New
have
Year's
your
Day."
plate. You
And
gotta have your
there's
plate to be
certain
ready for
things you can
Daytona.
do. There's certain things you can do. You think it's cold in the wintertime, and it is, right? But sometimes I found this out, and it works for me. I don't know if it works for anybody else. But when I first go out, my hands are freezing. They get freezing cold. I stop for a cup of coffee, warm them up again. Next time I go out, they're not cold at all.
Put anything in the coffee when you stop?
Well, no, I just
Non-diluted and non-polluted,
I
as they
just
say.
get them awful cold,
Coffee, hot chocolate.
warm them up, and then they get cold again the second time, and then
There's
they
lots of
don't
nice
bother me.
equipment out there even now. You get yourself a nice pair of gauntlet gloves and wear yourself a scarf. There's lots of things. Watch people. People that have been riding for years
Face
I've
know
got
how
a
to
friend
dress.
of mine that always
Yeah.
told me when it's nice and cold outside, you just put a little bit of Bailey's in the coffee. You ever had Bailey's
Well,
in
well,
coffee? That's the
not
way
when
to
you're
go.
on the bike, though.
And that's not a
No,
commercial
you're
either.
right.
Let's go to the Run to the Rock. We've talked enough about it. It's finally here. It's time to do it. The tape's ready, Ed. In there, please. The Run to the Rock, Martha's Vineyard with Higgins. All right?
Sounds good.
Like.
But it's not too comfy.
Bob, close now. Should be making an announcement in a moment. Close, it's right there.
Help take it off the spit. Get it on the table now, cutting the wire off it.
Good.
Hey, wow.
Hey, we're back.
That's fantastic tape, wasn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
We had a great time. The weather was great.
What was the deal with the girl that you were telling me about on there?
Well, there's a right way and a wrong way
Well,
to go.
the hot dog contest, there's all kinds of ways. Different people do it. The Nevermores do it different. These people do it different. The
Yeah.
Vietnam Vets Party coming up. They have all kinds of contests. Everybody does a little bit
They
different.
got wheelchairs. I seen one time they were down there with the wheelchairs. At the
They
Vietnam
do
Vets
ring
thing.
tosses. Everybody has different. What's fun about going to one of these rodeos is they have different games.
Well, my favorite word, right? My favorite thing is I like different. You know, if it's different, I like it. I don't care what it is. It's different.
And there's
I
all
like
kinds
it.
of quality rodeo
Yeah.
games.
And,
I've seen them.
I noticed quite a few, some young people down there.
Well, they
young
had some kids there,
Yeah,
and they
that's
were
great.
helping out. It's for a helpful cause. As I said, raising the money and stuff. But
Future Bikers of
the
America.
Future Bikers of America
Future
were there, and
yeah.
they were running around. They were watching the participants, and they were enjoying themselves. Everybody had a good time. A lot of happy people. People from all over. I met a guy coming up on the ferry boat from New York. When I was on the ferry boat on the way over, we got to talking to him. We had a lot of nice bikes. Some guys from the South Shore.
Did you see Dennis Hopper down there?
No.
He's down on the vineyard.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
A friend of mine goes down there all the time. He works doing bank stuff. He fixes all the safes in the banks and everything on the vineyard and stuff. And he bumped into Dennis Hopper on the ferry boat.
Well, there
going
was
home one
a
day.
there was a rumor going around at the party that Dan Aykroyd's daughter was there, but we didn't know what she looked like, so we didn't know what we were looking for, and we don't even know if he has a daughter. So these rumors
I don't
could
know
be.
either.
But
Yeah.
we had people from New Bedford that come over. There's a ferry boat you come from New Bedford. Some of the ferry boats carry just people and bikes, and the other ferry boats carry the cars. There's always plenty
The
of room.
big trucks and
The
stuff too,
greatest thing-
18-wheelers and
Yeah,
everything.
they have a special boat that they go on, but the greatest thing about going over on the bikes is usually when you get to a ferry boat, they load you on first on bikes, and then when they load all the cars in, there's more room. Usually you ride right up there, you can go right on the ferry boat with a motorcycle, and there's no
First one
problem at
on
all.
and the first one
First
off.
one's on, first one's off.
Yep.
the way to do it.
It's great, and it's really reasonable, like I was saying. The QE2 was something great to see. I seen pictures, but I never actually seen it as close up as
Now,
we
would there
did.
be any problem, would you think, if somebody went down there during the summer, went over on the ferry and brought a tent with them and a sleeping bag and everything else?
I
Is there a
don't
place for you to sleep down
know
there?
if there's a place on they say Nantucket has no campgrounds for motorcyclists, that they don't allow any bikers over there because there's no campgrounds. But Martha's Vineyard is another story. I'm not sure, but camping sometimes is overlooked a little bit at the party. They might let you stay a night or two on the party, but they don't they don't overindulge on too much of that because they like to keep their island appearance, I guess.
Right. Now, is there any place to stay if you want to stay over there?
It's tough to get reservations. If you find somebody or somebody you know, then you can get the cottage or stay with somebody you know down there.
There's
That's
no
about your best
hotel over
holidays.
there or anything like
Hotels
that?
are pretty
Yeah, it's
hard. They're expensive and they're hard to get because a lot of them are booked a year in advance.
So you might be able to slide by if you brought
We
a
went over on
tent.
Friday night, but there's no reason why you can't come on your motorcycle, come over on Saturday morning and spend the whole day Saturday and go back on Saturday. You just got to know the ferry boat schedule because if you miss it Saturday night, you're stuck till Sunday morning.
When I was in business, Bill,
That's one way you can get to sleep over there someplace.
when I was in business, we worked over there. I did a school in Martha's Vineyard, and I did the state police barracks in Oaks Bluff. And the big problem was not getting the material over, not getting back. The hard thing was finding accommodations for the people who worked for you and yourself. It just seemed to always to be a hassle over there.
So
Well, that seems to be a good idea. If any of you guys out there that are riding out in the motorcycle will have a few extra bucks, invest and put in a hotel over in Martha's
There
Vineyard.
you go.
There's
you
a
can
lot of
make out
hard
like a
members
bandit.
from the Harley Owners Group down the Cape that have friends over there. Maybe even one
Buy
or two of
some
them
land.
belong to the Harley Owners Group. James, the gentleman that was kind enough to host the party and have the property and everything up for everybody to have the thing possible, was very great in helping a lot of people out. He has some accommodations for people to stay overnight there, but it's limited. But it's a great run, and next summer you should really look forward to trying to make it over there for that.
Sure.
The Fifth Chapter has a pretty good organization down in the Cape, too. Were they part of it?
I didn't see any of the Fifth
Okay.
Chapter members. That's a non-drinking.
Yeah, right.
Most of these guys were
Yeah.
rolling around and the beer cans were flying over their heads.
Well, they were having a good time,
Yeah, what the heck, hey?
and I was
They-
filming,
they-
so I was having a good time.
They call that the Just Plain Bill Club.
Exactly. The same anywhere else. Let's let everybody know about what's coming up. And we had a great night tonight. We had a lot of tape on there for you, different things we're doing. We got more stuff coming up in the future. What have you got down here, Bill? Ham Bone's missing. Has anybody noticed that? Ham Bone's happenings. Mark Hammond's missing.
He went down to Florida.
He's down in
He went down on
Florida.
his bike.
Yeah.
He took off in the truck, right? Got as far as Route 24 in Bridgewater. Had to come back and take 10 big boxes off the truck. He was overloaded. So he took that all down, moved down there. Then he came back up to get his bike, and he went down with Dick McKenna. They got as far as Washington, and Mark's bike broke down.
Oh, jeez.
So Mark hopped on Dick's bike. They went all the way down to Orlando, and then Mark came back to get his bike and tow his bike. No, he brought the truck up and put it on his truck and back. Oh boy,
He had a hard time, but he's down there.
But
so.
he's down there.
No
and,
more Ham Bone's happenings.
Yeah, Ham Bone's happenings.
We're trying to convince Higgins maybe into jumping into that category. You never know. It could be Higgins happenings now, you know?
Yeah, right.
It kind of goes along with the
There's
show
lots
there
of
a
things
little bit.
happening, and I know what's happening a lot of the time. So
Yeah. We got some stuff here now.
Well, we got the Coffin Cheaters on Sunday,
October 18th, that's right.
We got the Vietnam vets on...
That's at the American Legion post on Route 79 in Berkeley for the Coffin Cheaters. If you want to go down there, October 18th, American Legion Hall, Route 79 in Berkeley, and it's a benefit for Anthony Ando. It's a little boy that needs a liver or something like that or whatever, but he needs, some medical help, and they're doing an all benefit. The money's going right to him. $10 donation, and there's 5 bands, Battle of the Bands for the day. It should be a really good time.
I remember Lou Albano. He was head of the Muscular Dystrophy.
Captain Lou, yeah.
He raised what was it, $10
Oh,
million,
geez, lots of money.
and did it mostly from bikies and the working people, the working
Yeah,
men out
exactly.
there. And that's the people. That's the people who contribute. And like Higgins, he's always doing benefits.
October 3rd is the Vietnam Vets Party.
Yeah, right. That's
Exactly.
always a
Great party, always
Oh,
good.
that's
Good meal.
always
They
a
put
good
on excellent
party. I
meal.
love that party.
On Ingle Street over the VFW on Ingle Street over on at the Weirs in Taunton.
Yeah.
Always had a great meal. This one here happens to be one of the parties where they have a lot of and it's
got
always been
coffee from
fun.
them.
Always been fun.
Yeah.
You're telling us we got to wrap it up. It's about time to go.
Well, see you. This is Just Plain Bill
And Big Bill,
on the road,
and in the wind,
and we'll be
looking for
seeing
you
in the motorcycle world.
So until next time, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks a lot for coming, Higgins.
Nice to be here.
Yep, we'll see
And we
you.
love you all. We love you.
All right.
Yeah, and fight for your rights.
Exactly.
Don't sit back.
Maybe we'll see
Be
you
a
at the next
fighter.
party.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you at the next party. I'll vote for that.
If you see us up there with a camera, come on over and say hi, and you too can be in the motorcycle world, all right?
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, that's all right.